On this video, I want to go over a few things with you about your Weebly site. And the page I have up right now is the home page. And on your home page, you would want to have your name, information that you feel comfortable sharing with the public. You may want to list that you're a college student and you're taking a Photoshop class. If you'd like to put your picture up there and feel comfortable with that, feel free to do that. If you have another picture maybe you've taken or that you'd like to use as a background, that's also an option. But the main point of your homepage is to introduce yourself and then make your homepage look professional, because this is how you're going to be introducing your portfolio to your viewers. The next page I want to look at is the portfolio page, and this is your landing page. And on your landing page is where I want you to have thumbnails of the images that you're using for your exhibit. So on this example, I have my name, and then I just have Photoshop Portfolio Exhibits, and then I have the first thumbnail for Exhibit 1. And the tool that's probably the easiest to use for displaying these thumbnails is the gallery tool. And the gallery tool will let you have 6 images within this one gallery object. So when I click on this, this comes up and shows my gallery tool, and it shows that I could have 6 columns, or basically 6 thumbnails. Now the size of the thumbnail, I'm going to bring this up in Photoshop, should be 200 pixels for either the width or the height, depending on if you have a vertical or horizontal tool. Vertical or horizontal image. And so to create your thumbnail, go up to Image, and then under Image, you're going to select Image Size. And you'll want to make sure that you keep this lock present, because then that way it'll keep your width and height constrained, so that we don't have an issue with something being distorted. So like I said, either use 200 for your width if it's a horizontal image. If it's vertical, use 200 for your height. That way it'll keep it in a nice size to display for your thumbnail on that landing page for your portfolio. So let's go back to that page. So on this page, I've got a thumbnail, and you'll notice that on the thumbnail you can see the label Exhibit 1. So if I click on this, then this will bring up options to add links in my caption. So I'm going to select caption first. Under the caption, that's where I labeled it Exhibit 1. And that's probably the easiest way to label it, rather than trying to put the text label below it. It's just using this caption label. And then the link is where I'm going to link it to the page. So that way when a viewer comes to your page, they can click on that thumbnail and it'll take them to the Exhibit 1 page. So I'm going to go to link, and then you can see that on the link page I've selected the standard page from my pages option, and then the page I've linked it to is the Exhibit 1 page. So then let's go ahead and look at the Exhibit 1 page. So I'm going to go over to my portfolio, and I've set up Exhibit 1. So on the Exhibit 1 page, you're going to have your original and you're going to have your edited image. Once again, use the gallery tool to insert your images. It's just a lot easier to work with than trying to align 2 image icons. So use the gallery. Once again, this is set up for 2 because I'm using 2 images. You can play around with it using like a frame if you like to frame it. The same thing, put a caption on it, just like I showed you on the thumbnail. And one other option that I'd like for you to use is when you go to caption, under the caption, I've got some options here, so I'm going to go ahead and show you this. So under the thumbnail option, you're going to want to select Lightbox Partial Thumbnail. That'll put the label at the bottom, and then the Lightbox tool allows the image to open up in its original size. So when I go to the actual web page, and I select my Exhibit 1, then when I click on it, it's going to open up in the actual size of the image. So that's the original. Here's the image that's been edited. So when you have that option selected, the viewer can still go ahead and, as I say, click on it and see the original image. And then down below it, you can see I have the text added. So probably the easiest way to add that is just to go over here and use the text tool, drag it down below, and add your description. The same thing if you want to add you can above here you can use the text or the title. Now there's another tool that allows you to do some fine tuning on the styles and the fonts that you use, and that's under the theme. So at the top, we've got build, pages, and themes. If you go to theme, you'll notice that at this point you can change light to dark, change your theme, change your fonts. So under the fonts, you'll notice when you highlight this that these are where you can go in and actually change your fonts. So if I select paragraph titles, paragraph text, this will bring up options for me to be able to change the size and the different font style. So once again, this is under theme. So I hope this video was helpful for you on getting your basic Weebly portfolio edited and set up. This is a work in progress. During the semester, if you decide that you want to change the colors or the fonts that you're using in your portfolio, feel free to do that, because this is your portfolio to use for other classes, or to use once you are doing some maybe work, or would like to show things to advertise for your skills for a job or a scholarship in the future. So once again, your portfolio is a work in progress. You can make changes to the way your pages are laid out during the semester as we go along. I would encourage you to keep consistency between colors and fonts on each one of your pages. So if you have any questions, please contact me and I'd be glad to help you.